Hey everyone, we're Quote the Raven. We're so honored to be part of this Export Buyers program. Like most musicians, we had a record coming out in 2020 that we decided to kind of hold off on. But we did decide to release one single from that record. It's called Hope. And we put that song out originally for us and kind of realized that it kind of appeals to everybody. And we're all looking for a little bit of hope right now. And here it is.
I get lost, running circles in my mind. That's the cost of living a dream as you and I. And all our friends are growing up, some are going gray. But look at us, we haven't aged today. Hope, I got hope. You will always be there at the end of my road. As long as I've got you to take this journey on with me. There's nothing else that I could ever need. We've got enough gas to keep this tin can on the road. Just enough cash, so let the bills pile up at home. And all our friends are busy saving up for rainy days. We wouldn't have this any other way. Hope, I got hope. You will always be there at the end of my road. As long as I've got you take this journey on with me. There's nothing else that I could ever need. And all our friends are busy waiting for that rainy day. Oh, hope, I got hope. You will always be there at the end of my road. As long as I've got you to take this journey on with me. There's nothing else that I could ever hope. I got hope. You will always be there at the end of my road. As long as I've got you to take this journey on with me. There's nothing else that I could ever need. There is nothing else that I could ever need. Thank you. We were pretty fortunate to be able to go on a couple tours just before the world kind of closed down. And on one of these tours, we made it to Alberta, and we got a chance to write a song with Blake Reed, and we were searching to find some place that we could rent out to write, and we found this old slaughterhouse that they had turned into a jam space.
It was basically our Rocky Balboa moment.
Right. This old, slaughterhouse. So we went there because we thought this is the coolest thing ever. I think they were a little surprised that we didn't come in with a big drum set and a bunch of guitars to jam, but all we needed was a room and a piece of paper. But yeah, we wrote this song. It's called Home is Worth the Blues, and it'll be on our upcoming album. Baby, I've been gone, and I don't see no sunsets coming home. The darkness and the distance got me torn between the lonely and the brave. Maybe all this time
is wasted on these endless highway lights, swerving in and out of people's lives each night. And it'll all make sense. The miles that we travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please, home, be worth these blues. Put the past away. Everybody's chasing yesterday, standing in the lineup for their grave. We don't have to live that way. Hold off on grief. There's an old and narrow road straight through the trees, and that's where I've been planting all our dreams for you and me. And it'll all make sense. The miles that we travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please, home, be worth these blues. Travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please, home, be worth these blues. Please, home, be worth these blues. Please, home, be worth these blues.
Thank you.
We're going to do one more song for you guys. Thank you so much for listening today. Back in 2018, we got together with a bunch of songwriters from Atlantic, Canada, and we decided to write and record an entire record over the course of 4 days, which was kind of dumb. But we ended up writing 14 songs in 4 days amongst 9 writers. And on one of those days, I got together with a guy by the name of Keith Mullins, who's a songwriter from Cape Breton. And he is just a ball of energy. I'm one of those people who sleeps in till like 12, and Keith is up probably 6 o'clock in the morning, and he just doesn't stop for the entire day. So we kind of butted heads right off the bat. I needed a coffee, and I didn't have one, and he's like, "Let's write a song!" And it was just too much for me at the time. But we get to chatting, and he asked me, he says, "Give me a topic for a song from Newfoundland that hasn't had a song written about it already." I was like, oh man, I hate this guy. But it got me thinking. My grandmother grew up in the Battery in St. John's. And she told me when I was younger to never go swimming or skating on Dead Man's Pond. And lucky for her, I never did either of those things, ever. But as soon as I mentioned that to Keith, he was like, "Dead Man's Pond, we have to write a song about it." We didn't really know too much about it, other than the name. So we did a quick little Google search, and we found out that if you were a criminal back in the day, they would put you in a barrel filled with rocks, and they would roll you down Signal Hill into Dead Man's Pond, quickening your descent into hell. I think it was
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know.
But as soon as I mentioned that to Keith, he was super excited to have that song idea, and we wrote Dead Man's Pond. So here it is.
don't like to talk about what lies in the depths below. What they do to murderers and thieves, gone without a trace on the feeling. No matter how low you go, you can never reach the bottom of a dead man's pond. Put you in a barrel, put you in a barrel, roll you down the signal into dead man's pond. We're too wise if you sink a little whiskey now. You're flirting with outlaw life. They will come, pull you from your slumber, hang you in the nails in the middle of the night. No matter how low you go, you can never reach the bottom of a dead man's pond. Put you in a barrel, put you in a barrel, roll you down the signal into dead man's pond. Walking thin ice on a cold black night, you better step out and be careful with yourself, 'cause you might slip in where the dark begins. Then you're on a path to the gateway. No matter how low you go, you can never reach the bottom of a dead man's pond. Put you in a barrel, put you in a barrel, roll you down the signal into dead man's pond. No matter how low you go, you can never reach the bottom of a dead man's pond. Put you in a barrel, put you in a barrel, roll you down the signal into dead man's pond. Where I'm from, we don't like to talk about what lies in the depths below.
Thank you guys so much. We've been Quote the Raven.